Hello and welcome to The Buzz. I'm Tom Beamer. It is the third full week in September, and we all know what that means. We're getting closer to May Day. One football team that is further away from May Day than it was last week is Norfolk High. Why is that? Because last week they may have been screaming, May Day, May Day, when quarterback Taylor Reedy went down. The senior three-year starter lost to an injury, probably won't return the rest of the year. You replace him with a sophomore, Gunnar Fuelberth, who said, no worries, guys, we got this. The Panthers pummeled Fremont last week, and Gunnar Fuelberth was a big reason. He was 19 of 26 through the air, 270 yards, a pair of touchdowns, and it helps his cause that he's got a lot of talented receivers around him. None more talented than Jacob Hjorth, who caught 10 balls, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. This week the Panthers have another big test, and that will be Grand Island Senior High. And since this isn't a modern day love song, I pity DeFoo, who faces Boone Central Newman Grove this season, because the Cardinals are legit. They're like a JCPenney Christmas catalog. You open the mail, you find it, and you're super excited because they got a little bit of everything. And it starts up front with an offensive line that is more dominant than something that's very dominant, but I can't think of specific examples that are appropriate for this show. So I'm just going to talk about what they did last week against Norfolk Catholic in a 28-22 win. 302 yards on the ground for the Cardinals, 200 in the second half when they virtually took control. And then they had this nice benefit that Wyatt Mazour, junior quarterback, can run 79 yards at a time to set up the game-winning touchdown.
So I saw the hole, my fullback kicked the guy inside, went outside, and was off to races.
And while Mazour is going to get a lot of the highlights for the Cardinals, it really does come down to that offensive line.
You know, I'm partial because I call the plays on offense, but the offensive line, in my mind, won this game.
Their run game hurt us in the second half. You know, I don't know that they threw very much. I think it was all right at us.
Now, before I move on, I want to make a couple mentions of things that happened last week. First of all, I'm like Stinky McStinky Pants trying to predict games. Why would I ever pick against Howells Dodge? Why would I pick against Mike Spears? That was crazy. That was stupid. The Jaguars beat Randolph 32-6, proving that they are Howells Dodge. Another mention that I have to make is Humphrey High School. They scored 84 points in an 84-50 win over Osmond last week. Robbie Hesacker, 41 carries for 314 yards. I bet he's still going to be tired in February. Somebody that's not very tired because he hasn't gotten a lot of carries on this season. He does have a lot of mileage on his legs. That's Jacob Morrill of Creighton. On the year so far, nearly 20 yards per carry in 2 games, 21 carries, 408 yards, 8 touchdowns. I think they're going to make a museum in the honor of Jacob Morrill and maybe call it Morrill Hall. That's the first guest-tomation this week. That wasn't an official guest-tomation, but these are. Oakland Craig travels to Battle Creek Friday night. So far this year, Battle Creek's defense has not allowed a single point. Oakland Craig will get on the board against the Braves, but they won't get on the board enough. The Braves will move to 3-0, and we will find out that Nate Gray is one of the best backs in Class C2. Next week, not only are we going to talk about the results of some of the games that I've talked about, we're also going to explore Papa Smurf's venture into Knox County and how he found a group of morel mushroom hunters who one day thought that the world would turn into a bag of Lay's potato chips. Until then, I'm Tom Beamer for The Buzz.